Hi everyone, and welcome to Stamp with Anna. Today I thought I would do something different and make a card with you live rather than recording it and then posting it after the fact. So I need to make a graduation card for a young man graduating from high school, and also differently than I usually do is I usually have a sample to show you what the card's going to look like. This time it's different. I'm only making one of these cards, and I have the idea in my head, and I'm thinking how it's going to work, so I'm putting it together so I don't know what the end result is going to be like. I did do a lot of my die cutting beforehand so that I wouldn't have to go off and die cut. So anyway, we're going to make a high school graduation card for a young man, and his school colors are navy blue and yellow. So I chose to use for my paper Night of Navy and Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to put a little bit of white in it just to give it a little break from the two colors. So I'm going to use the Sunshine Sayings and the Coordinating Sunshine Wishes. Now to look at these, it really doesn't look like it's a graduation card. But what I did, I'm going to use this die, and I've cut out Congrats, and the stamp set has the word graduate in it. So I'm going to combine the two of those. So I've already cut my paper. I have my base, which is Night of Navy, and it's a regular A2, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Then I have a matting piece, which is Daffodil Delight, and this is 4 by 5 1/4. And then I have my card base, which is Night of Navy as well, and this is 3 3/4 by 5. And what I did with this was I ran it through the new Stripes embossing folder, and when I did that, I chose, this is the embossed side so that the lines are facing up. I chose to use the debossed side. So my card is going to be that way. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attach this onto my Daffodil Delight. And I'm doing that using some snail. There it is. All these little ridges, I want to make sure I have adhesive on all of them. So I'm going to center that up. And I want to get this down so that it's secure, and when I try to figure out how I'm going to decorate this, I at least have that secure. So the next thing I did is I did die cut the Congrats die, and I cut it once out in Daffodil Delight and once out in Whisper White, and then using the fine tip glue, I just offset it just a tiny bit. So my thought is that this is going to go right there. And I do like that. So I'm going to adhere that down. And again, I'm going to use my fine tip glue because that is nice. And I can get into, the tip is nice and fine, hence the name, fine tip glue. And I can get into all the spots that I need. So I'm going to cap that back up. And I'm going to lay this right here because I'm pretty sure that's where it's going to go. Make sure it's straight. Then I decided, excuse me, I wanted to layer the word grad. So with Daffodil Delight, Night of Navy, and Whisper White, I die cut these ovals. The yellow with the Daffodil Delight and the Whisper White are done using the Stitched Shapes framelit, and the navy blue is done using the layering framelits. So what I'm going to do, on my white one, I'm going to ink up the word graduate, and I'm going to stamp that. Do I want to stamp it in yellow or do I want to stamp it in blue? I think I'm going to stamp it in blue. in the Night of Navy because that's going to be bolder. Let's straighten that out. Straight down, straight up. Perfect. And now I'm going to assemble this. And to do that, I'm going to put a little bit of snail on my Night of Navy oval. And snail on the back of my white piece. And I think this is going to go right here. I like that right there. Okay, so I think I'm going to attach that right there. Maybe up a little. Well, no, right there. Okay, now this section here is a little empty because remember it still has one more layer. This is a little empty. So what I think I'm going to do there is I'm going to stamp some balloons. And for that, I'm going to use the birthday banners, and I'm going to use this one right here. I'm going to do 2 in Daffodil Delight and 1 in the Night of Navy because there's a lot of Night of Navy going on. So I want to do 2 of the Daffodil Delight. And because it's photopolymer, I'm going to bring in my Pierce mat. And I'm going to ink my stamp up. Get that out of my way. I'm going to put a balloon there. Do it again, and another balloon right there. Then I'm going to clean my stamp on my Stampin' Scrubber off camera there. And then I have another tiny scrap of Whisper White, and I'm going to stamp this again using the Night of Navy. And there are my 3 balloons. So let's see if I'm going to like this. I'm going to use my balloon punch, and I'm going to line this up. I'm hoping I'm in focus here. I'll line this up. Come on. Okay, there's my blue balloon. And then I'm going to line up my Daffodil Delight balloons. Sometimes you just get an idea in your head for what a card's going to look like. And you go for it. And I'm hoping this is one of the times it's going to be successful. Sometimes I have an idea in my head, and when I go put it together, I change the design in such a way that the finished product looks nothing like my original design. Okay, so I have my 3 balloons, and oh, those look too symmetrical. I think I'll do this right there. Oh, I like that. Okay, so maybe I'm going to attach these. This yellow one I'm going to attach just with snail. And perhaps the blue one as well. And then I think I'm going to pop this one up. So I need to get my Stampin' Dimensionals. I should have had those ready, but I didn't think I was going to do that. Oh, sorry about this, guys. I know I have some in my drawer somewhere here. I'm going to use my mini ones. All right, so I'm going to take a couple of these. Oops, now I dropped them. And since they're tiny, I'm going to put 4 of them on this, well, maybe 3 on this balloon. And pop those off. And I'll pop that one up right there. Now, I kind of like that, but when I was making my design in my head, of course, I love ribbon, and I know this is for a boy, But I found this ribbon in my stash. It's actually so saffron, but I think it does look nice with the blue. And it's just a grow grain ribbon, but I don't think I like that. Yeah, no, I'm not going to go with that. Let me see if I have something thinner that's actually in Daffodil Delight. Oh, I like that. Okay, so I think I'll put this here, just to give a little bit of something on the bottom. And I'm going to wrap that. Oops, I'm on the wrong side of the card. I'm going to attach that there. Get down just a tad. Okay, and then I'm going to cut that. Yeah, I think I like that. I'm such a ribbon person, and even when it's for a guy, I do like to incorporate ribbon. And I usually will use like a hemp or linen thread, but there are times when I just want ribbon. And there we go. I think I might lift this up a tad bit higher. Like I said, I don't usually attach stuff down, but I was pretty confident I was going to like how this looked. All right, so there we go. Quick and easy, just a little bit of forethought, and the card came together. And I think it's appropriate for a boy. They don't like frou-frou, so I think this is frou-frou-less. So if you have any questions about this project or any of the products, certainly contact me either through here on Facebook or at my blog, www.stampwithanna.blogspot.com. And now I just have to go figure out how to save this onto my computer and load it up to my other social media. Have a great night. See you later.